I'm Mel.
And today we're going to be reviewing. It's not a funny video today. It's
More of a serious.
Yeah, it says, do you think all cheaters think the same? So let's get started.
Hey guys, I know you're here for the video, so I'm gonna make this really fast. We had someone drop out of our cast, which is the reason we only have one guy in this episode. But honestly, we want to do the best job possible about getting you the best cast with an array of opinions. So if you want to be in our videos, make sure to sign up at jubileemedia.com/casting, and of course, I'm gonna read all your applications, all your stories. Enjoy the video, guys.
But do I get
My
paid
dad cheated on my mom cheated on my dad, my sister would always get cheated on, my brother cheated on his wife. I never thought that I would cause that kind of pain to someone. Her hair is cute.
We invited cheaters to see the range of their values and beliefs.
I am a cheater, and it was a very hard time in my life when it happened. I ruined the entire part of myself.
Her eyes are big.
Before, I wasn't very empathetic with cheaters, but after I did it, I understood.
I feel like it's a part of me, but it's not who I am right now.
I'd say in my early 20s, I didn't know why I was cheating. I didn't think a bunch about it.
Normally, a lot of people, they definitely beat themselves up for it. I don't.
I love her makeup. Alright, she enjoyed it. Of course you did. Duh.
Yeah. You don't do something you don't enjoy. Sean, you a lie.
I was there for it.
Which
I
were
was
you
there
doing it for the money
Let me
then?
tell you, like,
'Cause,
I was there for it. It's a catharsis. It's cool for like the moments while you're in it, and then afterwards, I feel worth it. It's like, okay, I'm doing this. I feel good because I'm connecting with someone, and I'm not connected with my partner.
No, it's
And so this feels good to have this sort of connection with someone else.
I cheated in another country.
I don't know about that connection.
So at that time,
he's just trying to make it sound good for the camera, but really you enjoyed it. It was the sex. That's why you cheated. It felt good, and it was good.
So at that time, I enjoyed it. But yeah, as soon as I got back, I just felt so guilty. Man, you know, you high and then it went like low.
Yeah, I enjoyed it in the process because one, my boyfriend at the time was 2,000 miles away. And
It's a long distance
here's my
relationship.
best friend's cousin, who is right here and open and willing. And I was like, fuck it, let's go.
I actually cheated on somebody. I was in a long distance relationship. I didn't cheat
That's
on
what it
the
sounds
person
like.
like
These
through sex.
3 people.
It was something totally different. I just considered other things as cheating. I did not enjoy it. No, it was like with a friend from like middle school. He like hit me up. I was like, "How you doing? Okay."
So the sex was why. That's why you enjoyed it. Be honest.
But she
So,
said it
no, I didn't enjoy it,
You
and
didn't enjoy
really
the
hard?
moment? Like, you didn't enjoy, like, actually being with the person?
No.
Not at all. From the
So
why would
basically,
you be there?
basically she regrets not making it worth the cheating.
Yeah.
That's what it
Then
is.
why didn't you stop? Why didn't you?
And she didn't get sex out of it.
No, but it's been like my lips outside, gotta go.
Yeah, at that point. And like, he was like my ride, so I couldn't like
My lip is outside.
Oh yeah, my lift is outside.
I couldn't, yeah.
So it was
no.
easier to lie.
I don't like it.
Cheater, always a cheater. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's a yes and no.
I would say I strongly disagree with this saying simply because people change, people grow up, people learn things. Just because I did this one bad thing when I was like, let's say 15, doesn't mean that it should haunt me for the rest of my adulthood.
And that's
If you know
15, that doesn't even
okay,
count.
no,
But
not
that's what I'm
really.
saying. She
I've
said
been
part of the
in
answer
a
right.
relationship
Growing.
Like, I cheated from the very beginning to the very end of the relationship. Like, you guys are saying, like, I cheated one time when I was 15 or some shit like that. I'm like, oh, you guys are awesome.
Right.
I was straight fuckboy shit. So, straight up. So, like, what I was doing wasn't truly who I was. It was a defense mechanism. I have these strong emotions towards my partner. I really wish that they would listen to me. They're not.
Because
so
you
I'm
weren't
just-
in love with them.
That makes me feel better. So I don't think that once a cheater, always a cheater. But I do, on the other hand, always tell every partner that I've been with about my habits and what I've done in the past. I share it openly because I think it's something that should be shared more often. Because we're not the only people that cheat. People watching this stuff.
So your habits, like, you mean why you cheated?
So
they cheated on me.
Okay, I would be willing to. What does it say?
I would be willing to forgive someone if they cheated on me.
And that's what I say. It just all depends on the.
You're being so difficult.
No.
Yes or no?
The fact
Yes
that
or no?
I told
No.
my boyfriend at the time that I cheated on him, and then he
I would be willing
forgave
to
me.
forgive someone if they cheat on me.
But then these things start happening where he's like, oh, but like, what's up? Where are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm going to parties. Like, oh, boys are gonna be there, huh? I'm just like, why would you do that? It just makes me want to like just go back to what I was doing.
Yeah,
and we just
like-
not like I can't.
But you didn't do anything. So
yeah,
what is you
exactly.
talking
The
about?
trust,
Like,
like trust after was gone. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm fine. We're fine. Like, no,
Yeah.
we're not because you're not emotionally, mentally like, oh, I'm like we're done.
Right.
It wasn't done. So
Yeah, that's always there.
after that, I broke up with him, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna be that person. Just like, oh, you cheated, bye. I'm not gonna be like that mentally or physically. I'm just gonna be like, no, we're gonna work this out.
If it was the other way around, I still would have been begging at his knees to be with me because of how much I was in love with him. And I still forgive him for what he's done to me. And if anybody were to do that later on, I'd be like, hey, I've done it too.
3 out of the 4 relationships I was in, I was the cheater, but on that one, that last one, I got cheated on. Cheating all throughout that first year. Second year, same thing through that. I forgave him for all of it. I was still the one begging him to be with me. I like tried. I said I forgave him for that, but I didn't really. I still have a lot of hate in my heart for that.
Yeah.
But would I let the next person do that? Hell the fucking hell. Like, what do you mean I'm gonna get to know you just for you to do all of that stuff? Like, that's why we learn from our past mistakes, which that's kind of me being a hypocrite because I did the same mistake over and over again.
You changed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Only because before I cheated, I would have actually been all the way back there. And then I came here because I hold grudges. So I mean, I will be more understanding to a person if they cheated on me because I did it. But it would be really hard for me to let it go because I would always play it in my head. For me, actually, the person I cheated on, we're still together. We're getting married next month.
Let's see about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
girl.
So he forgave me big time.
Right.
Obviously.
So you cheated with him long, like overseas?
Yes. At first, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just break it off, not say anything. But he was so willing to fix whatever was going on. He was like, I don't know what's going on. What can I do to fix it? And I was like, this is just what's going on. This is what I have in my head. Like, I'm unhappy. I think we should go to counseling and stuff. And so we did, and we we're more honest and open with each other, and we were able to work it out.
Because he was in love with you.
Yeah.
Cheating is always wrong.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
It's not always wrong because what if that person that you're in a relationship with is like toxic? You're just like, okay, I have like an excuse
So then end
to
it.
cheat on this person.
Like that's
why.
Isn't that more of an
Well,
excuse to
but-
break up with the person?
exactly
But,
like
you
leave
still have
them.
benefits with that person too. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in this relationship and you're like, you have benefits, so why am I
That's the
gonna break it
hard
up?
part, right? It's
Yes.
like this is one of the things I'm like why I'm afraid of marriage. It's like in some ways it's like what if shit goes like super south and it's like I can't just undo this. This is not just
Yeah.
a breakup.
I'm a firm believer that no matter how toxic somebody is, no matter how horrible somebody can be, I don't think anybody on this planet deserves to be cheated on. I wanted to believe I had good reason, but I didn't, even though he called me a dumb bitch every other sentence. And I was the most ugly and stupid person that he's ever met.
But you were so in
And
love with him.
I only exist to send him nudes. Like,
Yeah, you
Hey.
did the right thing. You're getting out of that relationship. You did the right thing for sure. For sure.
yeah.
You can be in love.
You can be in love and still cheat. No.
3,
No.
2, 1,
That's
go.
no. No. You can love someone, but to be in love with someone, no.
So the reason why I would strongly disagree is because if you actually love someone, why would you ever want to inflict any sort of pain on them?
Yeah.
Since you're supposed to be there, I guess you can say their other half, why would you want to be the bad half of it?
No.
It doesn't
That's
really
stupid.
make any sense.
No.
So if
you-
I'm not the bad half, they're the bad half.
No.
No,
that's
I don't know what the fuck
You
she's
love
saying,
them.
I
but
don't love any of them.
Did you tell them that you love them?
No.
You never said you love. I never.
You know
Well, I
she
never
lied.
said it to any of them because I didn't love them.
just stop talking. Just stand right there. You're showing,
Okay, well, that's
like, yes, I agree.
I mean, I was in love with the people I cheated on.
No, you love them.
Would you call yourself a selfish person?
super selfish. At that time, for sure, super selfish.
But do you think you could have been selfish in a different way and still not have hurt the person?
Exactly. Yeah, I do. I agree with you. And that's the thing that
how
now
would you
just
be
at this
selfish?
portion of life, like I try.
Selfish is when you're
I
lying
try-
to me. You're
I've
saying
not
that
cheated.
I'm in love with you. You're just going too overboard
Yeah, I don't
and
have too many
you're making
experiences in
excuses.
relationships. So actually, my fiance, he was my first boyfriend. So
That's why she
To,
cheated.
Experience other people. What was the?
That's-
200%. So yeah,
She was
like
still
I said, it was my
growing
first relationship,
as a
and
person.
at that time, like I wasn't very confident in myself, my appearance, my personality. Guys were always looking at my friends, you know, and I was like, okay, this guy likes me. It's like this is it, you know. And then as I got older, I just like more comfortable with myself, and I'm like out when I was in Japan. I was like, oh hey, people like I'm getting attention. Like I love this. Like not like I fell out of love with my fiance now, but it was like, hey,
Yeah.
somebody else likes me. I am pretty. Like I am cool. He's not just saying that, you know.
I have forgiven myself. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
Damn, you guys have been forgiving yourself.
Shut up, bitch. It's easier said than done.
For sure.
Right.
I mean, it took a lot of like reflecting. I don't think my cheating is not truly who I am. It was the result of not seeing healthy relationships as I was growing up.
Yeah.
Not seeing how people. Can
But I mean,
work
you
through
know
things
wrong
in
from
a
right, though.
healthy
You know
way.
what I'm
I
saying?
feel like I had to forgive myself just because, especially after the relationship that I was in after that I got cheated on, just because now I understand both sides of it. It isn't easy both ways, but I feel like if you really actually want to learn and grow from something, you definitely have to forgive yourself because
And when you're begging, like she would say, she was begging them.
Still
When
haven't
you're
kind of
begging them
forgiven
to
myself,
stay,
just
it's
the
because you
simple
haven't
fact that we're
forgiven
kind of,
yourself.
like,
You want them
Yeah.
to stay so you can
So
prove
we're,
to
like,
them that you're
intending to get
different.
married.
Yeah.
So
And
I've
there's
been,
nothing
like,
you can do.
versions Of like, oh, fiance, but I didn't get that chance just for the simple fact that I cheated, and then all that stuff happened. And yeah, that's something that I was like, damn, this time, if I would have stayed, I didn't cheat, I could have been like married by now. I could have had like the life that I
But
wanted.
even if you would have forced yourself to do that, if you were not in love with them, it would have ruined eventually.
No.
Well, she was talking about she was in a toxic relationship. She didn't even have sex with the person she cheated with. Like,
Because even if you didn't cheat,
she's confusing. I don't like her.
She's regretting it, saying that, well, if I didn't cheat, I regret because I could have been married. Okay, even if you force yourself to get married, you're forcing
could have been
yourself.
divorced.
You would eventually end up divorced, and then you're gonna say, oh, well, I wish I would have went with him.
Yeah.
So they still got a lot of growing up to do.
Japan, we were already engaged. So me coming back, my dad already put money on a down payment for the venue and stuff. I felt so guilty. So like even now, I know everybody's like forgiving of me, but I just have to work on forgiving myself still because I still think about it, you know, how it affected everybody around me.
Definitely, you gotta work on yourself because you don't want to take that guilt into another relationship.
Yeah. But she married him. He forgave her.
But like she said, she still has to work with her inner pain that she
Even
feels.
though everybody else forgave her, she had to
Yes.
forgive herself. Yeah, that's true.
This is what cheaters look like. When we came here, I didn't realize, like, I was like, you guys are cheaters?
Yeah.
What up?
Everyone's a cheater.
Of some sort,
Yeah.
like
Well, you can't. You look.
you
like
cheat
a
yourself
certain
out
person.
of you cheat yourselves out of opportunities and relationships and all things, and it's all the same.
Yeah.
Okay, guys,
that's
the
the
video.
video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like it,
And subscribe.
and we will see you back later this week. Thanks.